high. Grab your resistance band and a chair, and let's work on keeping those muscles and bones strong. We're going to take that band and put our thumbs through the handles. Then I want you to measure up to just about your shoulders, where you're comfortable, because we're going to warm up those arms a little bit before we put them to work. I want you to just do a little raise to the front and a raise to the front so that you're warming up those deltoids a little bit. And then let's get a little bit higher, stretching the spine out where it's comfortable. If it hurts, that's where you stop, right? But otherwise, warm those arms up. Stretch up high and up. Give me 2 more. And up and up. Good. Now I just simply want you to twist side to side with that band, warming up the core, the shoulders a little more. Give me 1 more. Great. We're going to place that band and lift it in front of us, and then open up those pectoral muscles, stretch it to the front, and bring it down. And lift it up, open up those pectoral muscles, reach forward, and bring it down. And lift, and squeeze, and reach, and down, and up, and squeeze those shoulder blades together in the back, and up. Feel like you're squeezing a pencil with those shoulder blades, and down, and up, and squeeze, open up the chest muscles, and give me 1 more, and up, and squeeze, and up, and down. Good. We're going to take the bands in our hands, set it under our feet, cross the bands, and bring them up to our hips. I want soft knees, and you can pitch slightly forward, but no rounding, just comfortable. And we're going to reach for the floor and do an upward row by just pulling those elbows out to the sides. Engage that core, keep it nice and tight, and pull those elbows out to the side, working those shoulders. Oh, this feels good. And release, and up, and release, and elbow side, and release, elbow side, and release, elbow side, and release, elbow side, and release. Good. Pull these up to your hips, and I want you to sit back and squat and come up. Make sure your hips start first and squat. Take a little peek down and make sure you see your toes so that you're not putting your knees beyond your toes. And up, and down, and up. Let's get our reps done and go back to the upward rolls. And up, because we want to do at least 10, even if the sets are broken up. And release, and up. Give me 4 more. 4, and 3, you're looking strong, and 2, and up. Good. Set those on your hips and go a little wider on your stance for these squats, just to give some more resistance on the bands. Push the hips back like you're going to sit right in that chair, and push the hips back, and up, and push the hips back, and up, hips back, and up. Very good. Now, we're going to take and stretch our left foot forward, and the right foot is going to be behind. I want you to grasp the bands with the handles in one hand. Reach down and just squeeze that tricep back. Reach down, squeeze it behind you. And try to keep that upper body from, we don't really want to rock today. We just want to work that arm and shoulder. And you should be feeling this. It should feel good. And squeeze it back. Great. Now we're going to add a little more resistance by grabbing the band with both hands and giving it a squeeze back and release. Now remember, if it's too much, don't pull it as far back. You decide, right? What feels good. You can tell if that arm is working or not, and that bicep and tricep. Give me 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. Great. Now let's do the other side. So now you have the right foot in and the left foot is behind you. Grab both handles with the left hand and just reach toward your knee and squeeze that back. Remember to maintain that posture, always pulling up, no rounding, and release down and up and down, up. We're going to get strong today. Good. Now with that left hand, grab the bands and reach down and squeeze that back and down and back. You can do it. And back and down. Just takes a few minutes, couple times a week. Keep those muscles from atrophying. That means wasting away, right? So give me 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Great. Step out of that band carefully and grab the handles and just give me some shoulder rolls. Just to force blood into those muscles so they won't be sore. And reverse it. Good. Now have a seat. Let's work the lower body now. We're going to go under our feet, and we've done this in other videos, but we're going to add on a little different. Cross the bands and unwind your hands. I want you to pull them up to your hips or over the tops of your thighs, whichever feels most comfortable for you. And let's rock our feet to make sure they're under there. And then I want you to take your heels just side to side, working those ankles a little bit, flexibility. And then do the same thing with the toes, just side to side, nice and easy. Your posture is intact, right? Pulled up. Great. We're going to do a little different in step 1 out and then the other out. And then in and in. So it's out and out and in. And we want to feel the bands. So step far enough out that you feel some resistance. Out and in and in. Last one, out. I feel those hips working. And in and in. Just take that right leg to the side and hold it there and bring it in. And out to the side and hold it there and in. Fighting osteoporosis and osteopenia in those hips. And over. Good. Now I want you to leave it out there. Lift it up and resist that band. There's your resistance training. Slowly bring it in. And take it out there. Hold it up there. And slowly bring it in. And give me 1 more. And up. And bring it in. Let's rock those feet again before we reverse all of that. And the heels side to side. Feels good if your ankles are a little stiff. And then your toes. Now we're going to do a left lead and step out with the left foot, then the right, and slowly bring it in. So you're working to control the resistance. And out, and in, and in. We want those muscles around our hips to be strong. In case we fall and hit that hip, the strong muscles will protect it. Out, out, in, in. Now take the leg to the side and hold it and slowly bring it in. The work is done on the way in, controlling the move in. And out. And 1 more. Out. Now this one is going to stay out there. Lift it up and resist the band again and slowly bring it in. Take it out and resist and bring it in and take it out, resist and bring it in. Great. Release those bands. We're going to go and work a little more shoulders, biceps, triceps, and our core. So let's rise out of that chair and we're going to step into that band by dropping the handle and then stepping with that right foot, except we're going to go this way so it's away from you. So you've stepped on it, arm is to the side, so let's bring it behind us. The other foot is back and we're lifting up and stretch that arm just down to a tabletop, not all the way down, just extending the spine, working the shoulder, working the bicep, the tricep, and side, and up, and side. I feel that arm working. And last one, up and side. Now the reason the chair is here is we're gonna add on a little crunch and extend. So squeeze those abdominal muscles and reach that leg behind you. And again, take your time. So you're resisting that band. And crunch, and up, and crunch, and up. Give me 2 more. Feeling that core, the spine working, and down, and up. Great. Let's go around to the other side. Again, the band is going to be away from you, off to the side. And you're going to step with the foot away from the chair. The one next to the chair is going behind you. So take that arm to the side and grow that spine and then set your elbow on the table. Not coming all the way down like this, but just controlling it to flat on the table. Takes a little resistance to stop it there. And up. Oh, the more we move, the better we feel. And the better those muscles are to take charge of our everyday living and handle our tasks. Give me 2 more. And reach. And last one. Now this one's going up and we're crunching the leg near the chair and reaching that leg behind. And crunch. And reach, and crunch. I get so many requests for core, and I love to mix it up because those muscles can be especially stubborn. And in, and up, and in, and up. Give me 2 more, and up, in. Ah, great job. Release that band. Let's go ahead and take it behind our back. Get some more deltoid work in. Thumbs through. Grip up on it. And let's have a seat. Might as well. It's there, right? Because we're going to work that upper body. All I want you to do is give me some punches just to warm those shoulders up a little bit. Great. Pulling on the bands. Good. I want you to put the right one on top and just give me a few little punches with that arm on top. Squeeze back, put the other arm on top and some punches. Definitely feel the arm muscles now. And squeeze back, the right on top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Open that chest. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. Good. Let's just stretch our back a little bit. Because we're going to do some deltoids, nice and easy. Just squeeze and see if you can have those elbows meet. It'll sculpt those muscles even more. And out, and squeeze, and out, and squeeze. Good, bring them down a second and stretch out that right foot because we're gonna add some core and hug that knee and straighten it out. Now you can either touch the floor with that leg or you can extend it off the floor and that'll work the core even more and the spine. But again, remember if it becomes painful, back off and maybe just do it setting it on the floor, right? And in and up. Good, set that leg and since it's out there, let's take a little stretch of that hamstring and calf. Oh, as soon as I start moving, I feel re-energized and I hope you do too. So deltoids up, squeeze them first and out and squeeze them. Good, now let's crunch in and either take it back down to the floor or extend it out. Make sure you're squeezing an orange with that belly button and then you're pulling up in the opposite direction to get a double burn. So we're doing work at both ends here and up and here and up and here and up. Good, let's go ahead and pull up and just stretch. Good, so in less than 10 minutes, we got a little boost of energy there. It doesn't always have to be 30 minutes. For those of you that want 30 minutes, just put on another video or redo the whole sequence. Let's place those bands there and take a stand up because a couple times I did bands this week, I didn't stretch afterwards and the muscles were yelling at me the next day. So take this right arm and grab it from behind and just stretch it down. And then I want you to take your head away from that. And then in the other direction. You can definitely feel that in the neck. Good, and the other arm, we're stretching out those deltoids. Give it a little pull down and stretch in one direction. When we're pulling on those bands, those necks can get stiff. So we want to lengthen that muscle back out. And in. Good. Have a seat and just lift up those arms and pull them back. Keep them close to your ears for a minute because we're going to open them out and open that chest and stretch it and round the upper back and up and round the upper back and up and round the upper back. Stretch these arms to the side. Just circle the wrists and circle them in front of you. Circle them up. That feeds into the shoulders and reverse the circles. Great. Thanks for joining me. It doesn't have to be long, but it has to be consistent and every other day so the muscles get a day of rest in between. And keep working on staying independent and strong.